Hey fellow targeted individuals, this is the Vulcan Wolverine, and I just wanted to go into some specifics real quick. I did a video just a second ago about all the specifics of my enclosure, and then it cut off, so I'm going through it again, so I might be a little bit snap happy. But this right here is my head part to my enclosure. It has 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of corrugated steel, all of which are painted on the back and front with aluminum paint. And one bad thing about the enclosure, I tape it all up. It's hard to stay up sometimes, especially with the little doggy running around knocking it all over. But okay, and then I have let's see, these thin pieces of aluminum tin right here. This is a taller one at 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 at the headpiece, and there's 3 sections on each side: the head, the middle, and the feet. And then I've got a picture just with aluminum foil wrapped around it, and then 2 pieces of just cardboard from actual mirrors that I got. They had cardboard around them, so I just took the cardboard, wrapped them with aluminum. Then I got a mirror with aluminum on the back of it, and then another mirror, and that's the headpiece. And this is all over. It's really overkill, because the guys that are doing this to me, you know, they kind of they had some souped up microwave weapons. Yeah, I use a lot of tape, and I kind of slapdash it together. So if anybody has better suggestions for me on how to keep this stuff up, I would really appreciate it. But the middle has 1, 2, 3, 4 pieces of corrugated steel, each side painted with aluminum paint, and then the pieces of cardboard with aluminum wrapped over them pass into that area, and plus I have a mirror with aluminum on the back of it, and a couple, I think I have 3 pieces of that aluminum tin, decorative aluminum tin down there for the middle. Now for the foot piece of my enclosure, I have 3 pieces of corrugated steel. They're not painted with aluminum. I'm not that worried about my feet, although I might go back and paint them sometimes, because the guys who shoot the stuff at me may come in at an angle and try and hit me in the stomach from the foot piece. But and then I just have a mirror down there, and that's all with the backing of aluminum foil. And this is kind of the foot area right here. And I've used these aluminum rolls over Reflectix. It's called Reflectix. So I bought these aluminum rolls kind of thinking they would be more useful. They're more trouble than they're worth, because they're just thin, and you really can't do much with them. But I went ahead and I've put them on the Reflectix. I've tried to use them and just put them at my feet over here, because I kind of got to watch out for, if they get help from the guy across the street, because he's on the guy who's doing this. He's on his side. He's not really on my side. And then so the other side's basically the same. It's 3 sections to it, and it is basically the same, just it's 5 pieces of corrugated steel, painted back to front with aluminum on the head part, and the midsection. There's 5 on each, all of them painted on the back and front with aluminum paint. And then the 2 pieces of cardboard with the aluminum foil around them. I don't know if you can, let me get the light on here. Yeah, the 2 pieces of cardboard with the aluminum wrapped around them, and a mirror and a picture with some aluminum wrapped around them. Now I put this Reflectix with these aluminum rolls, kind of just topping them, because this side, the people that live on this side, the Latino gentlemen who are helping the other guy on the other side, are closer over here. So I kind of put it, I tried to put it at a closer closer angle, so they wouldn't be able to just shoot over it and down into my enclosure. And so this one also has the aluminum tin decorative the aluminum tin decorative pieces. I've got like 5 in there, in between the corrugated steel and the painted aluminum. And this is really overkill. I mean, this has been a year of me building onto it, and then they'll get another weapon, or they'll get a more souped up version and get through my defenses. And in the mid piece, I have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 pieces of that decorative aluminum tin, and then that cardboard covered with aluminum foil carries over. And then at the foot, I only have 3 pieces of corrugated steel, with 1 piece of decorative aluminum tin, with the Reflectix, and then a painting, a picture that I just covered with aluminum foil, just for good measure. Now, the one thing that you can make your enclosure out of any kind of steel, any kind of size steel that you're comfortable with, and then paint it with aluminum, or you can just get the aluminum pieces. Just try and get taller aluminum pieces. Look at my dog. She's doing something funny. Hey, Pepper. But so what I do, since I'm not much of a handyman, I got these big pieces of steel, and be careful with the steel. These edges are super sharp, super sharp. I've been cut by them. You can see cuts. You can see cuts on my hand if that light wasn't so bright. But be careful with the steel. Be careful with these decorative pieces of aluminum tin. They're very, very sharp. I cut my wrist on one of those. You can see that. Yeah, right there. Like one night I cut my wrist, and then I've cut myself in that place. So be very, very careful. Wear gloves. Like, I wasn't wearing gloves when I was doing it. I was doing it kind of willy-nilly. But I just use boxes of books. I had a box of kitchen stuff, and you just kind of prop stuff up against the corrugated steel. I have my comic book boxes over here to prop it up. There's better ways, and I would appreciate it if somebody would email me with maybe how to do a wood exoskeleton. So because I eventually wanted to, put wood at the bottom and close it in wood, so I could take it down if I had company. Because you don't want to have company when you have a weird enclosure in your house. It's like your social life becomes like non-existent. And then inside, taped to the corrugated steel from the head to the foot, is layering of the aluminum polyester, the thermal blankets. I got 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10 of the aluminum polyester just thermal blankets. Then the nice one, the $20 one, on the front of it, just turn to the place where it will reflect the EMF in any kind of beams they're sending. And on the other side, it's pretty much the same idea. It's all taped, so it does come down once in a while. Like if I have the heater on or something like that, the tape will come off, and I'll have to put it back on. So if anybody has any better ideas for me for sticking it up there, I'm open. to that. And then this at the top, I have 1, 2, 3 layers of aluminum polyester, all taped on the 4 corners. And then up here, I have balled up a lot of the thermal blankets, the aluminum polyester, and just put them in random balls on my head and near my midsection, because I am being hit, even in this house, with remote neural monitoring and satellite terrorism. They actually kind of go to that because I paint the walls aluminum, I get the sides really reinforced, and that's the only way they can get to me is by coming down with the satellite. So I guess that's it. I just wanted to kind of go more in depth, and if you have any better ideas, like if you see something that I built that you're like, well, that's a good idea, but if you did this it would work even better, or if you've actually built an enclosure that you don't like, I have to kind of monitor the tape, and the tape up here, I got to make sure that everything kind of sticks. If you have better know-how on handyman and stuff, and putting it up better, let me know. Email me at vulcanwolverine@gmail.com. But it's pretty comfortable. I get in it, I watch movies. I'll sit here, like I make the enclosure, and then I'll kind of sit at the edge of it so my head's protected and everything, while I do stuff on the computer, while I work. Then I'll turn around to watch TV or to read. I take the bed out if I want a desk in there. So it works, and I built it just over the past 8 months or so. It started out real small with just the cardboard and the aluminum covering the cardboard, like just this stuff. I just got the mirrors and the cardboard with aluminum covering it, and then I kind of went out. These little aluminum decorative plates are awesome. I mean, this is the kind of material that you want to get, to guard the EMF. And this is corrugated steel, which is good. But then if you paint on it aluminum paint, then you got about 20 times the protection of just the steel. But alright guys, I kind of just wanted to show y'all like an in-depth look at my enclosure, so you could just get some ideas. You may do something different, but you may need to use something, like kind of how I have it set up. It really works. Like I said, I'll put the tin garbage can garbage can tops on the side of my head, just to give it another layer. If they want to hit me in the head, they have to come through that extra layer. Sometimes I don't even use them though, because my enclosure works really good. They have to go through layers of aluminum paint, and then they have to go through all this stuff that I've set up. Alright, but I'll be making more videos shortly. Sorry you didn't get to see my beautiful face in this one. If I turn around the camera on my video phone, it's hard to turn back. This is my little boo-boo Pepper. Say hey, Pepper. Say hey, Pepper. She's kind of tired. They hit her pretty hard too, but she's a boo-boo. Alright, say bye, Pepper. Say bye-bye. Alright, we'll see you guys later.